Hello everybody, Adam aka CS Radical here with you guys. Thank you so much for checking out another of my Final Fantasy IV free enterprise runs. So we are going to be doing a harder seed this time. So we finally got a sub 3-hour run. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. So I figured now's the time to maybe challenge myself just a little bit and see what happens when, I'm not going to possibly get everything given to me right away. It still could happen with the way the seed runs, but there are a few things now in place that might make it a little bit more difficult. So I am using the current flag set for the tournament that is going on right now at the time of this recording, the Highway to the Zenith Zone number 4. So I've made a few changes just to keep it somewhat not overly punishing for me. For example, Fusoya is normally excluded in this flag set. He's no longer excluded, but I have left on the flag that doesn't guarantee every character will appear in the game. So it is still possible Fusoya might show up, but now it's no longer all but guaranteed that he will not. I've also made the chess wild instead of pro randomization, which means that we might get some more interesting items early and in multiples, so things like crystal swords, even adamant arbors, because I've also removed the adamant exclusion, because I do want to make sure that, yeah, this is going to be harder, but it's more harder in terms of, getting to point A to B, rather than being just, overly difficult, in terms of not being able to, deal with damage or things like that. And then just for fun, because I've never been able to do it before, if I do happen to come across the spoon and somehow have Edward in my party, which could happen, he gets to equip it, which means that could be very interesting. But that's a matter of if I get it, and A, if I have him in the first place. Because if I have a choice, he ain't going in it. So, otherwise, you can see the flags here, but it doesn't mean too much to you. If you guys want to play the specific C that I've created in this, I'm leaving that in the comments below in this video, so you guys can take that, put it into FF4E or FF4FE.com, go into their generator, and you can just paste that entire diatribe into it, and it will give you not the exact same seed, because it will still randomize some of the items and stuff different than what I'm going to get, but you're going to get the exact same rule set. So here are objectives. We have the two that we're used to seeing. We have Cave Bahamut, we have Forging the Excalibur with the Legend and Adamant. We now have Defeat Wyvern as a guarantee. That is always a part of the mission on the Highway to the Zenith Zone, although in this run they removed the Mega Nuke and replaced it with a random attack on the first turn. After that, it's the normal Wyvern fight. So, our other two are trading away the Pink Tail, which thankfully is a randomized key item, because this otherwise would have been an absolute pain in the ass to get in the default game. And then we gotta defeat the 2 Lunar Dragons. We only have to do 4 out of the 5 of them, so it really depends on where everything runs. But with that being said, that is everything that we have got out of the way, so let's get on with this run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As my timer does not want to go off right away. Now we're good. So, we have a 2-second delay. How dare us. So we're starting with Dark Knight Cecil, and we're getting Sid. So that is, at least, and we're getting the Pan to start as well, so that is at least somewhere to go right away for a key item if he wanted to. Now with Cecil, this almost immediately means that, we have to, actually no, it doesn't even mean we can, it means we have to. So I forgot to mention it, in this specific flag set as well, you can't get rid of the hero in the party. There is nothing, you cannot get rid of anybody in the party that is the first character you get, which is Cecil. So I could get rid of Sid if I want, I could get rid of anybody else down the line. Cecil has to stay, which means pretty much at this point we have to go to Mount Ordeals and make him a paladin, because otherwise he will be completely useless as this run moves forward. He's okay right now, but as soon as we get to essentially when you'd be once we get past the Fabul Gauntlet, Cecil's gonna be useless. So we are going to need to fix that. So let's start doing some chesting. First things first, we will look at what is going on here. So Tella is in the Yang spot. That is not great, but if we are desperate for a mage, we take it. At least for the time being, and maybe we'll hope for something later. Tella is not usually one that I'm too excited about, so that is a shame. It's not a great start, but we have an okay damage dealer in Sid. It's good for the time being to get something in there. And then after that, you know, we have decent sets of armor. I don't know how much I can do with what I have now. Yeah, you can't use anything that I have here, and I don't have... Actually, you can use the ice armor. Okay, I didn't know that. I've probably never looked at Sid too much to know that that was a possibility. So for now, we're just going to be looking through a couple of chests, just seeing what's going on here. We're going to hit Watery Pass as well, and then we'll probably check out the castle as well, and get through all that, get the hovercraft out on the map, and then after that, we will probably take a peek at Mount Hobbs for our first character. So for now, we are going to be hoping for some good chest drops. So far, we have 290 bucks, which is not helping us on anything at this point. Lilith Rod, that's pretty good. We don't have any mages, though. I mean, I guess Tella down the line. I don't even know if he can use it. Is it staffs that he uses or rods? I actually don't remember off the top of my head right now. There's a Bahamut summon. So if we ever want to do something with Rydia, then we'll check the waterfall for the last bit on this map. Slumber Sword, some shields. So mostly, again, stuff that with Cecil specifically, it's not going to matter until we turn him into a paladin. So there's some work to do on that front with him. Now, normally runners won't go too deep into this. I am, because again, it's still early for me. I'm still trying to more or less learn my craft, be able to get like some decent items, try to make it as easy as possible, and then work from there. So for now, some people would choose to only go through that first room and not go too deep. I'm going to completely not go off what the pros are doing, because I sure as shit ain't one. And who knows, maybe hanging in there a little bit longer here is going to leave me with something more interesting, although it's not looking too promising as it stands right now. Well, it was worth it there, wasn't it? Here's the interesting question. Yeah, I had a feeling. I'm like, I wonder if he could even equip it at this point. And as it turns out, he can't. So Sid is going to have it for the time being until we move over to Paladin Cecil. The best armor in the game, and we may have more than one of them as by the time this run is over. Masamune, that is one of Edge's best weapons. So if we can come across Edge later in the seed, maybe that's useful. Definitely some nice items to start with. And like I said, usually at this point, people would walk away because it is a long walk back, especially if you don't have a mage that can go through all this stuff. For me, I'm not too worried about the time. I mean, we're working on 3 hours still. That's the goal, but you never know. Poison Axe is a really nice weapon for him. We will do that. So Sid, as it stands right now, is going to be a very nice DPS dealer for us at this time. And now we will head to Mount Hobbs. Actually, we'll check the castle first. I always got to do that. And then that's when we'll check Mount Hobbs, get us a third character in the party, and hope that it's somebody very worthwhile. I mean, even if it's Rydia right now, it's a black mage and we have the Bahamut summon, so at least we're giving her something to work with. The only thing we really don't want to see is, well, a duplicate, which would be really depressing right early in the game, and then obviously an Edward, who... I mean, we don't have the spoons, so it's really not going to mean much to us at this point. Alright, we're out. Actually, we'll check the item shop in here for just a second. While we're at least in the general vicinity, it's usually smart to do that. Because you never know, you might get lucky and you might have something that Cecil can use. In the meantime, we'll also get rid of anything that we're probably not going to use, which would be things like these, you know. Yeah, we would do that. Full moons we can get rid of. At this point, we're just trying to get, you know, a little bit of money early, work our way forward. Most of the stuff that's sitting in here right now is not too great, so it's easy enough to get rid of some of these things. Make some money early, and you never know if you might find something really good. That's not going to do much for me, so we're fine with that. Armor shop, I can't imagine there being anything too crazy, and yeah, that's not going to mean much. I think here, yeah, that was like still slowly trying to remember everything on the map, and I'm pretty sure there is an item shop in this inn, and you are killing me late. Oh, you suck. Get out. In the meantime, do a quick sort. For the sake of checking, in the odd case that we do get the sand ruby early, we'll see if it's worth it. And it's hard to say which twin it is, but if we are really desperate for a mage, we can always check there, especially if one of the early bosses gives us that. Like if Antlion gives us that, well then, you know, or sorry, the Antlion spot gives us that, then maybe we just do it just to have the extra character. We do have to keep in mind that Tella is sitting there at the Baron Inn if we're really desperate. So we do have some options. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure Antlion was in the castle, wasn't it? Every time I do this, I almost always just go straight out of happenstance and forget. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Usually I forget that there's chests on the side. So, but it's not like it matters. You know, I trigger the hovercraft, we go right back in, we get it done. No big deal. You end up doing them both anyway. It's just like a slight deviation. Seconds off the clock, not much for a runner like me. Obviously, when you're in a pro race, though, those seconds matter. Thankfully, I'm not, because I was just watching the semi-final of Highway to the Zenith Zone 4 right now, and the guy who won that specific game did it in literally like 61 minutes. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how is that even possible? I've seen a lot of 130s, and I've seen a couple of like 120s, 115s, and I'm sitting there thinking, I don't know why I just walked the whole way out. I'm sitting there looking like 61 minutes. How goddamn perfect does that run have to be? But when you're that good a runner, I guess. Alright, so at our first point, pretty good chance that we're not going to have too much to deal with on this fight, and hopefully we're going to get a character that will be very helpful to us in this early portion. So let's see, and we're going to have Edward, go figure. Now, we don't really have a choice because we can use any sort of characters at this point. What's the boss, though? Wow, it's Wyvern early. Okay. And we don't really have anything he can use, so... what do we do? I don't know what his HP is at in this spot either, which can make this very interesting. The wall doesn't really matter here. I'm trying to think. Is this usually Bomb spot, I think? These nukes are probably still gonna hurt. Oh, wow. And thankfully, Wyvern doesn't have that much HP. So we've already checked off one spot. Cecil, by the way, even because he's the hero, he still gets XP. We just did our objective extremely fast. It's never supposed to be this early. And we almost died in that battle anyway. But we do have Wyvern done, which is the most important part. I'll just grab a couple of... just the one... yeah, I don't feel like going all that way. Just for a couple more chests. I think we can get out of here. That's a lucky happenstance, because now Wyvern was in a really easy spot, didn't deal too much of a problem to us, and we don't have to think about that for the rest of the game. It's not going to be in a rough spot that could really kill us in the end, so we take that and we run. Next up, we'll probably take a look at the gauntlet, see what the boss is there. At the same time, checking shops, checking... anything that might help us here. None of that's really going to do anything. Do I really care about this diamond? Not really. It's not going to do much. With Edward, I don't think there's much I can do with him either. Because... yeah, you can't wear that, so... this is going to be an interesting run for a little bit. I mean, we're definitely going to have to aim for Tella down the line now for sure. There's no questioning it now. Silk webs, this is a big thing for us. We're going to want these. There we go. So, oops, meant to be on that screen. So we're going to do 5 of these. And, well, Ether 2s. Nah, I shouldn't bother at this point. It's early. If I can remember that they're still there, it'll be fine. Gonna quickly sleep it off, and then we're going to see what's going on with that run. And we also have Yang's... Well, no, the pan we still have to hit Yang in the Silk Cave with first, so never mind, that doesn't apply. So right now we're just looking for something that we can run at this point. So we're going to quickly save in case this fight is something we can't do, because it could be something like Volvalis where we're not going to have the ability to hit past her tornado form, so depending on what we get here, it could still be a challenge, but at the same time it also could be relatively easy, because this is still a very low level spot. And we are going to get... Wow. So, we have a traitor amongst us. We have Yang coming in here and trying to overthrow his own kingdom. What an interesting development we are running into here, and this is kind of the beauty of some of these seeds. And as per usual, Sid's going to be doing most of the damage here, although Cecil with a crit did an okay amount, but after that it's not going to matter. And Yang could do some damage, but after a while it's eventually just not going to be enough. We get out of that with pretty much a bit of ease here. And we have now cleared the gauntlet, which means we're going to have a key item in our midst. Hopefully, anyway. It could also just be something completely off. Watch it be the spoon. No, it's the pink tail. So we already have another quest ready to be turned in, but we need the hook before we can do it. So if we get the hook, then that is another quest completely done and out of the way. In the meantime, actually I can do the other side first where the treasure chests are. We're just going to do a quick look at all the stuff in here and see what we can find if there's anything that might help us just a little bit more here. I think the headband, no, it doesn't really help him. It's more for head purposes, which means we'll give it to Sid because he'll still somehow get a defense bonus because he's not wearing anything else. And I don't know why I'm going this way because, like I said earlier, we can't return the pan until we have been to the underground and hit Yang with said pan. I'm sure it's that you hit the pan with like something to make it really, really loud and it wakes him up. I like the idea that you just whap him in the face with it. So we got a couple of chests we can get here. Nothing that was really going to be worthwhile. I mean, we got another cabin, which is nice, but for the most part, this was a pretty fruitless endeavor on these chests, but we know that we have another one of our objectives ready to turn in when we find one more item, so we are at least doing some sort of progress. Now at this point we have a couple of options here. I'm actually going to go check the Mist Dragon spot just to see what's going on. Because if we're lucky, it's the Mist Dragon in there. Very unlikely to be that, but you never know. Actually should be moving Edward to the back. Because he's just going to take a hit every single time. So we'll see what we get here. It's going to be a pretty easy finish to begin with. And it's the Water Hag, so we are not even going to bother with that. Because that is a colossal waste of time. It is just a cutscene. There's nothing in it for us to do that. I'll make a quick stop here into Mist just to check the couple of item areas and the shops as well, just to see if there's anything of interest, especially right now. If there was any sort of a black sword or something like that that could help Cecil just be a slight bit stronger. Not much, but enough to just make a little bit of a difference. And a crystal helmet as well, so we now have a sword and a helmet already for Paladin Cecil when he gets going. But for the time being, he still is very, very dull Dark Knight self. So as we check our shops here, nothing there, just a bunch of bows. We cannot do much with that. And then in the armor side, it's a samurai, so we will take this moment to sell a couple of things off again. At this point, I think I can safely get rid of the ice armor and not be too upset about it. Claws don't really mean much. This isn't really that great a spear, and I'm sure that by the time we come across a cane, we'll probably have some better weapons by then too. So just a money dump. We get that over with, and then we check these quick item slots just to see if we find anything of interest, and sure enough we get that ice armor back, so we'll quickly sell those two up. I should have done that before and didn't think about it until it was too late, but it's no big deal. You quickly get rid of them and it's all done. So we've got a couple of options here. I mean, likely we would just want to go to Mysidia, or not Mysidia, Mount Ordeals, which is my plan. I also could have checked Baron and seen how I could do with the fight there and trying to get Tella, because a mage would be nice. But at this point, we want to check to see what Mount Ordeals is going to look like for us, because if we can get Cecil as a paladin as soon as possible, that will help this run exponentially. As an interesting summon for Rydia. If we can come across her at some point, that's probably going to get sold relatively quick. But we shall see. There's the chest there. And already, it's like the challenge that really comes with this is the fact that like all these free characters that you normally get, like we didn't get one at Watery Pass, we should have just gotten one here and it didn't happen. So what now starts to happen is that, you know, you still have to find ways out of these fights where you're not going to have nearly as many people just to either take, you know, some of the targeting away or to, you know, deal extra damage depending on if you're getting lucky and getting like an edge early on or something like that. So we'll see what the first of 3 fights is going to give us, and we're going to get Mom Bomb, which might be a really, really weird fight. Now, thankfully, it doesn't matter if Cecil lives or dies. A, because he's going to get the experience, and B, because if we can get through this entire endeavor, it really doesn't matter because he's going to be reset when he makes, you know, Paladin status. So that should be transferring into the next phase of Mom Bomb. Nope, we're still not. There it is, and I now might be losing Edward on this just because I'm probably not going to be able to hide him fast enough to get away from the explosion that's about to happen. Nope, I'm not. Oh, maybe I can. I can, just in time. So we might lose Cecil. Nope, we're still good. But we'll start working on the bombs. At this point, Edward, there's no point worrying about it. He's probably just going to take a kill shot if he stays in here. Sid is mostly going to be in charge of downing all these bombs. So at this point, we should be succeeding. Cecil is going to be taking these hunts slowly one by one. 2 hits at a time, it seems. Sid can one-shot him. But eventually, we will get into explosion territory the longer we take, which is going to happen soon, likely. We'll see. Oh, yeah, here they come. And Cecil's going to drop. It's not going to matter because he'll get his experience anyway. And we can just have Edward set up there and everything's fine. So, no problem there. Now, I hope that I have life summon. Oh yeah, they always come with lives. But without having a healer, that's going to make it a little bit more interesting. I do have a couple of Cavens, but I also have some Cure 2s. And at the same time, I'm not really too interested in maybe healing Cecil to begin with anyway, because, again, he's not really that useful right now. And, well, I mean, it's not going to mean too much either because he's going to, again, be changed over. Now, this might be very hard because we need to do a massive amount of damage really quick, and I just wasted some time here. Now, we might still be okay, but I may have to restart this and turn the battle speed down for the next fight because he's about to nuke me into oblivion here. And I might not have enough time to kill him. If this doesn't do it, we're done, and we're not, so we're probably dead here. There it is. So we are going to have to figure this out again. Let's also check what his HP is at this point. So this is normally the Mylon Z slot. It's at 2780. That might not even be doable. How much damage was he doing beforehand? Because Sid's gonna need to do a little bit more damage. This might actually be a fight that we can't do right now. I'm gonna check the damage amount. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. Never mind, this is not a fight we can do. Okay. So, Paladin Cecil's gonna have to wait. That's not great. That is a real problem right now. So we found our first moment of, oh shit. So at this point now, we're probably gonna have to, I don't think I have anything else I can give him yet. I might look at the weapon shops again, maybe there is something that might help. But really, right now, we might just have to be going to Baron Inn and getting Tella. Because we definitely need something else. We need something else to deal some damage, but I think even right now, it's not going to do much. In the meantime, we do have other areas we can hit. I can check the shops in the city, because now we're going to start looking at weapons too, because even if Cecil can get a little bit of help, anything right now is going to be really helpful. And we're not getting it there. Actually, I think Edward with a knife, I think that's something I should have thought about, is that he can use knives. I think we might have to do that just because we need him to be able to do any sort of damage. I don't think there's any other treasure that I got that I can sell off. Well, the headband I don't really care much for, so we're good there. So, now we start to... Oh my god, stop! I hate you. Yeah, we don't really have a lot in terms of options here. So right now I'm just kind of frequenting shops and seeing what I can find. I probably should have checked the item shop in Mysidia while I was there, but I didn't think to do so. So, I think, is the item shop in the inn in here too? It is. So now we're just looking at anything that we can use. You know, I do have some silk webs, which could help a lot too. But the more important thing is we do need to be able to deal some more damage. We're not dealing enough. That is the biggest issue right now. And those aren't going to help me either. I was trying to remember if there's some level of item chesting here and there's, I think, something in here. And it's a rune axe. I don't know if that's any better than what I have. It is, sort of, like barely, so I don't think we're going to have too much of an extra bit of damage, but it is still a slight increase. That's good enough for now. We also... No, we don't have the hook, so we still can't do Evelyn Cave. So yeah, we're kind of at the mercy of Baron at this point. So we might have to go in there and see if we can do that fight. So actually, I will do the smart thing, which is save now. Although I need to end, never mind. Yeah, well, we'll check out the shop, the item shop again, because I can't remember what was in here. We know we're not going to get any weapons because it's not open yet. That's not going to really help me at all. So, we'll stay at the inn. We'll go back outside, quickly save, and then we'll see what we can do with this dual boss. It's a nice experience if we can get it too, and then we'll have at least another mage, so that gives us something else to work with here. Oops. I don't need to push any buttons, and I'm pushing buttons. So, let's see what fight number 1 yields us. Even if it's doable, because the counterattacks are going to be potentially a little bit more dangerous now. Yeah, this attack's still decently high here. But Antlion is really low HP, so that one's fine. And let's see if we can get past this second fight. And we're getting Odin early, which I think will be fine because of the HP amounts. This is another fight, much like Bahamut, where we have a certain amount of time to get it done. Oh, and his attack is very dangerous here. But we'll see. At the very least, thankfully we have the adamant armor, so that's making Sid able to take these attacks. And there goes Odin. So we were able to do it, so we are going to get Tella. And we're also going to get the Twin Harp, which now that I have, I am contractually obligated to do, because for those who have never played a free Enterprise run before, a random song will play when Edward plays the harp during the Dark Elf fight that is not anywhere related to this game. So it could be something random. I've seen Dr. Mario, I've seen Kingdom Hearts in my runs so far, so we will see something different when we go through. Now, Edward, I probably, again, should move to the back. Tella, let's see what we can do with him. Yeah, we'll probably want to do that. At least I don't think I have any other rods. No, it's just those. And I don't think I have anything he can wear at this point. No. So as it stands now, we're not too much better off still, but we're also running out of things to do. I don't know if I checked the armor shop or not when I was here, so I'm going to just quickly double check it, because now I need to start looking for things to equip here. Just Samurai Helmet, that's right. And I think it was bows in the weapon store, so that is useless to me. Isn't there an item here? There is, but it's Leviathan, which if I get Iridia would be nice, but we are not going to be seeing Iridia for a while, and we are now kind of at a point where, there's that little spot. There we go. But at this point, we're probably just down to, we're going to have to, use a silk web. Oh, there's the dwarf axe, which doesn't really help me in this instance, because it doesn't hit nearly as hard. What spells does Tella have at this moment? Not much that's really going to help me. And he's not going to learn any of his spells back until we finish the same area that we're trying to get in for Cecil, so having Tella in this spot is really not helpful. And I guess we can buy the Darkness equipment just so Cecil has like a slight better set of armor, but not by much. That is not Cecil. I even looked at the wrong ones. I thought I saw an armor there, but... So it's just like a slight boost. It's nothing very special. So we're still in a relatively rough spot. We've still got some work cut out for us. Item shop, what was here again? Do I need some more Cure 2s? Well, I do have a White Mage now, so I shouldn't theoretically need it. So we should be okay for now. So I guess we're going to go back and see what we can do now. We'll have to remember to turn the battle speed down, which I will do at this moment so I don't forget later. And we also have the Silk Webs that we can use to slow down Bahamut even further, and hopefully that gives us a fighting chance here. Actually, I don't even know if they work on them, but I guess we'll find out, won't we? Yeah, I'm kind of at an impasse here. It's really like the only direction that I have. You almost have to assume too that like whatever is at the end of this spot is going to be where it's going to lead us to the underground, most likely. So we'll see what we can do. A level 20 Dark Knight Cecil, which is so useful. So let's see what we can do here. And I forgot to change the rows on it. Does it make that much of a difference? I don't even know, but I'm gonna mess with it just for my own interest. So let's see. Are we going to be able to have enough to get this job done? Now, Sid's going to start off like it was last time. We do want him to attack immediately. So that's a lot of attacks we're going to have to hit early. This is not looking too promising, is it? That's a lot better. That will help us in the long run. I don't know what he's weak to, so I'm just going to throw a spell out there, if he's even weak to anything at all. Nope. So how did Sid go from 200 to 900 there? Is it just, like, really off the wall? Well, I guess we better hope that it stays doing a lot. This is where having Berserker would be really nice, but we're not going to get that. I mean, damage-wise, if he keeps doing good enough damage, it might be possible. I don't know if Stomp's going to do anything, but it's just worth doing for the fun of it. I'm assuming it's not going to work. Oh, but we are doing enough damage, so it's fine now. Okay. So we got out of that scenario. And now this is going to be a very, very interesting fight. Normally, you don't have to worry much about this section, but because it's Dark Knight Cecil, and because of the interest of what random things we get put in this spot, I have no idea how this fight could go. Because normally, in the default seed, you just fight, you know, as a full party. But here, it's back to the default setting where the hero person, or aka the first character you're given in this seed, is the one that has to fight this alone. So now, I mean, we need to do this because we need Cecil to be a paladin. There's no way around it. We already have the crystal sword, so it even makes even more precedent that we get it. So first, we'll see what our key item is going to be. And it's the Baron key, so we're still going to have some work to do, but at least we have somewhat of a direction. And what are we going to be facing behind the mirror? That's not too nice, but thankfully, I am able to put the crystal sword on. Can't I? Can't I not do that? There we go. And that makes this fight not even worrisome. And Pale Dim out of that spot just means we have a less annoying fight down the road, because Pale Dim will just constantly throw slow at you, which is an absolute nightmare. So now, while we don't have a way to the underground still, we at the very least have a really nice paladin, and we do have Tella with some more spell abilities, which is going to make this a little bit easier as well. Meteo, it doesn't really matter. It's more just all the extra stuff that's a part of that. So that's really the big thing here. Like, now he's got, you know, all the things I need, like Berserk, and then obviously all the extra spells, which is going to be a big deal going forward. So now, I guess, well, what else can I put on Cecil right now? So we have the Diamond Shield. We're going to have the Crystal. And I don't know if there's anything here for him yet. No, there's not. And because he's going to now be my big damage dealer, I'm just going to have to accept that Sid's not going to have a lot of armor on him still for a little bit here. I think maybe I can put the cloth on him, just so he has something. It's not much, but it's something. But more importantly, Cecil is now our big damage dealer. He's going to be doing most of the work. Although Sid's got a pretty nice weapon too, so we've got two nice damage dealers. Then we've got we're just kind of chilling, and then Tella, who's going to be our spellcaster for the time being, and we'll see what the rest of the run yields. We are, I believe, going to get, we will get a character once we get past the Knazo spot. I kept trying to say Kane only, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, that is not, it's not Baron Castle at all. But again, we're still trying to get some way to the underground, and we're still waiting for whatever that is. So there's still some work to be done here. I guess actually while we're here, we could be checking the shops just to see what might be inside. And as it stands, I mean... we can get that, which is okay. We can give him iron armor, which is okay. And then we can get Tella the sorcerer armor, which is pretty nice. So a couple of pickups that just make it a little better. Yeah, it just slightly makes them better, but it's something. Yeah, there's the sorcerer armor, so that'll help with the magic. And then obviously get a little bit extra. I don't even know what the point. Actually, now that I think about it, what was the point? Because like, the item and armor is going to be doing most of it for us, so it's actually, in retrospect, a kind of a silly thing that I just did there. I think the only reason I'm leaving the poison axe is just because there is always a chance that I might come across Kmain, and that would be really useful for Kmain. What the hell is that guy doing over there? Get the hell back here. I need to buy shit from you, maybe. Okay, never mind. You got nothing. Alright. Off to the castle we go. Every time, I always go straight down and forget about the chests that are right there. Or the chest that is right there, and of course it's nothing. Almost every time I come back to it too, it ends up being nothing. I don't know why I fall for it every time. So a couple more things we can look at here. Another crystal sword, funny. So if we get an edge, we have a nice thing to throw, but otherwise this is going to be pretty useless to us. So we're going to be coming up to another 2 bosses. Ooh, that's a nice find, an hourglass 3. That's going to be, I believe that's a stop run for when we need to be grinding. Yeah, we're going to be coming up on 2 bosses here. Hopefully, actually, I can't remember if the Aegis is better than the diamond or no. It is, but just barely. It's more just... does it have a stat effect? No, it just resists lightning, which... I don't even think it's really going to be an issue with anything here. So, keep pushing on here. We are going to be saving in just a moment once we get to the save point there, and then we will get prepared for hopefully 2 boss battles that are doable, not going to be too much trouble for us. Ogre Axe, which is possibly better. I'm trying to remember the order of these again. Oh, no, it's good against, like, giant enemies, which we are not against yet, but it's something that you definitely want to hang on to. Because there are some enemies where that could definitely come in handy with. So... what is going to be behind the Bagan spot? Bagan, whichever one it is. And it is Golbez. Well, Golbez is, his role is, diminished from the vanilla game. But this could also be a bit of a problem because he is going to take 2 people out in this group. So I'm going to hide Edward in the hopes that I can't actually remember if it means it will now treat it like there's only 3 people in the field. And now I have a 1 in 3 shot of keeping him. Can we get the script? Oh, right. It's going to be a longer battle. Shoot, do I actually deal with this now? Because the battle speed is so slow, it's taking forever for this thing to go. Yeah, you know what? We need to switch that. That was a big mistake on my part. Now we should be back to normal. It's the one thing that I've got to keep in mind when I'm messing with options like this is I have to remind myself to continue to focus and make sure that I'm turning those things back on, turning them back off, whatever it is that I'm changing. I need to actually make a note to myself to actually continue to do that. So let's try this again. We'll continue the experiment of having Edward vanish. See what happens. At this point, we're just waiting. And accidentally showed Edward again. Well, I guess we're gonna find out quickly who's gonna be going. And for some reason, Cecil is unaffected, which is interesting. But I mean, the Shadow Dragon could still come out and just ruin this. So all he's got to do is take out Cecil and somebody else, and this could be a real rough go. So he's gonna take out Sid to start, and he's taking out Tella. So because I know that Golbez is going to start casting high-level magic, it would be smart that Cecil is able to stay alive. He's got the adamant armor on, but we also just want to make sure that we don't have to worry about anything. Now, I could just hit him with the Crystal Sword and be done with it. I want to at least, you know, keep this going a little bit and get some more experience for these guys, so we'll see what we can pull off here. Yeah, he killed Tell almost immediately. And there it is. No, I thought it was actually 1,000 damage you need to do. Okay. So apparently I got some work to do still. There we go. Wow, Edward just finished him off. That is funny. So Caesar's going to get a ton of levels. Edward's going to get a level, and then Sid and Tell are just having a nap over there. So we're going to have to use another life here to get Tella back, and then we can magic the rest of it. Oops. Oops, I'll cure one for the rest of that. How much is cure one? Oops. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really have a save point, so I guess I kind of have to risk it. I'm going to take a look at the 3 chests that are in here, just in the odd case. Well, that worked out nicely, didn't it? That's some very nice stuff here. So now... No, I want to keep it there. So I guess I just give it to Sid. Keep my my damage dealers going. And that's the beauty of the randomizer. If you have all the wild stuff on, you can get some crazy stuff here. And that's why I still turn it on, because I'm still in the stages of like routing better and making sure I'm doing everything right. You know, I'm now making this a little bit more challenging by doing things like limiting the characters. And this could be potentially ugly, depending on what's here. And it's Plague, so yeah, this is going to be an interesting fight. So now, this is... I don't know how fast we can finish this. So now we gotta use a different strategy, which is I gotta kill Edward ASAP. And yeah, I didn't do it fast enough. So we got... Now we're gonna have to redo the fight, which is annoying. Now we have to redo Golbez. This is a really rough spot to have a Plague, because it is not in my best interest to walk all the way back to save and then walk all the way back again to do the fight. But because Golbez is such a long fight, I'm actually going to be inclined to save this time when I get to it. That is a really ugly fight, and because I have the battle speed turned up, it makes it even more of a pain in the ass. So now this is going to be very, very interesting. And I got really lucky with Cecil surviving that last fight. Now I don't know what's going to happen here. Just get on with it. This is a really annoying little section here. Now Plague... Actually, now that I have the chance, I'm going to look at what Plague's HP is in that slot. So Plague in the Knazzle slot is 4,000, so I could have just done 2 hits probably, so... It might be doable. Is this literally waiting for me to attack? Is that how the script goes in this game? I think that is. So I think I just sat there and did nothing while I was looking at that thing. I was looking at my table here. What is going on here? Has it always been this slow? There it goes. Oh wait, did I forget to turn the battle speed? Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think I forgot to turn the battle speed back up. I don't think I saved when I changed the battle speed back to 1. So I think I kind of shot myself in the foot again. Well, we'll have to hope again that Cecil survives this, and then we can just kind of smack him a couple of times and get it over and done with. Let's see if we get lucky, though. But now, of course, because the speed is so low, this is going to take a while. So he's taking out Sid. And number 2. Number 2. There it is. Okay. That's not terrible. Now we just wait for him to retreat. Yeah, this is definitely battle speed 6 still. We're wasting a lot of time here. Alright. I'm still waiting to get something going here. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I thought I was almost positive I was getting Tella back. And now instead of Edward getting a little bit of extra experience, it's going to be Tella getting it. Not that it's going to matter too much, I don't think. Cecil's getting his levels like he did last time. And this sucks. I really don't want to have to walk all the way back to save, but that's how dangerous this section is. It's a really, really mean boss. So, unfortunately, we got a bit of a walk to make here. But yeah, for those who have never played the Plague fight before, it can be very annoying because Plague just immediately casts Count, which longtime Final Fantasy fans will know as Doom. That counter will go down until everybody dies. There are ways around it. You obviously can kill one of your own people and then res them quickly enough. That will make Plague recast Count on everybody, and that resets the counter back to 10. You can also take the Count spell and reflect it back at him, which can also help drastically with that. Obviously, though, it's not exactly the greatest scenario. Now, really, I don't need to be curing any of them. I'm just sort of doing it. Actually, you know what? I really shouldn't have done it with Edward, because now that means I'm going to have to hit him a little bit harder. And I didn't even save. I just realized that. Holy shit. I'm getting so rushy because we've been taking so long here that all of a sudden... And like I said, here we are at 50 minutes, and we're 11 minutes away from one of the best runners. Actually, it was the #1 seed in that tournament that I was talking about, who's, you know, like I said, did a run in 61 minutes. We're 11 minutes away from this guy already finishing the run, and I'm still not even in the underground yet. So... there are seeds that can keep people from getting very far, but also that just tells you how good some of these runners are. I got a hell of a long way to go if I'm even going to be remotely able to do anything against, you know, some of the peers in the Free Enterprise Discord. Free Enterprise community, I should say. So, let's try this again. I get the Star Veil off beforehand. Can. So when he does cast Count, it's just going to go right back at him. Actually, is that where we're going to be able to hide? Nah, didn't quite make it. The Plague is going to get Count. That part doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters now is now I can literally just fight with Cecil and just smack him to death. That's all that matters. So at this point, this is an easy battle. It's just surviving. And there it is. So thankfully he's in a low enough spot where his HP isn't very high. There are obviously other spots where it can be an absolute disaster. this is not one of them, thankfully. I'm looking at my chart with all his spots. The real danger slot seems to be the 4 element slot, where he has 65,000. Oh, that would not be fun. Very glad we're not doing that. So like I said, we're gonna get another character unless it's a duplicate, and we're getting a key item here. And we are getting Kmain, so you know that part of my guessing actually comes in handy here. We're gonna have a bit of a cutscene going here until we get to that point. This whole time I actually haven't checked out Tella, but I have now, and now there's Kmain. So in terms of damage dealing, we have a decent party. Perhaps at this point, we could be moving towards just finding one more mage. Maybe a Rosa, maybe one of the twins still. And depending on what the key item is here, we're either finally going to the underground, or I might be checking the twin harp out because we're going to be running out of spots. And in here is the Excalibur. So we're going to be going to the Dark Elf Cave. There is no way around it now. So in the end, it was at least worth it for Kmain, but we're definitely going to be feeling a little sad at this point. And yeah, I mean, I'm more inclined to give Kmain that armor, so I think that's what I'll do. And I don't have anything better there, but for now, we have some decent weapons for Kmain, and now we'll make it to the last place that we really have left to go to on the blue planet before really we need some sort of other item to get moving. So, it's not the most ideal setup that we're in right now. Quickly check the shops again, see if we can find anything of interest here. There's some star veils, which I will happily take, because we definitely can always use more of those. In the meantime, any more stuff that we can sell just to kind of get our inventory down. Yeah, we can get rid of you. Now we can officially get rid of you. Excalibur we can use later, that's just a default spear, that doesn't do much for us, these don't do much. Okay. And at this point too, we're pretty close to, if we come across Rydia, we're not going back, so, or we're not keeping her, I should say, so eventually we're going to be selling off those summons because it's getting to a point where it's not going to be worth our time. I can't remember if Tella's got a headpiece on, so I better put it on him. Then I don't think there's much of a point in these. How did I miss that? I mean, the ruby rings will increase their stats a bit, but not enough to really make it worth our time. And there's not much there for us to work with either. So, even though we were contractually obligated to anyway, we are definitely now going to see what random music file we are going to be hearing in Cave Magnus. And Chocobo was wonderfully easy to get this time instead of having to frantically move left and right to try to get a hold of him. And I was a little off on that. I don't know why I'm thinking to save here. I don't have anything to worry about. At this point, for the most part, unless it's an easy access to a chest, there's not really much of a point in going after him. Like this one, I will, just because it's right there. And that would have been nice if we had a Yang in the party, but we don't. Nope. I thought that was a chest room. I forgot that's the midway point, so you can save it there. So that is a pointless room for us. That is a nice couple of chests. We can see what we can find there. A light sword that doesn't do much. Heroin that doesn't do much for us. And a cabin. So, if anything, we got a cabin. That's kind of nice. Now we are heading into Dark Elf Lair in just a moment's time. Dancing dagger. There we go. There's something for Edward to use. Throw that on him. And then if you guys knew about this, you're right, I didn't either. Saw that in a run recently, and I was like, what? That's a thing? So I have to assume that this is something doable, because the randomizer tries to make it so that the entire map isn't impossible, so that you are able to access the underground. This is really like the last place we have, so... And I just realized we still haven't put the battle speed back up, so I need to fix that now before we have another really, really long cutscene battle. I gotta really stop doing this. And because of that, I better make sure I save again. So we're about to come up to an hour with no underground still, so hopefully... I mean, I feel like it has to be this point now. So now we wait. He's gonna do his triple spell. We're gonna get the Edward cutscene, we're gonna see what music we have, and then we are going to get to the actual battle of this fight. Wow, that really hurts Sid, jeez. Everybody else just kind of chilled, and then Sid just got absolutely massacred. So we see Edward, who somehow is teleported from this very area to the bed, who's now going to play us a tune to make things all better. And depending on the kind of music, to make it even better. Last run, which was also on this YouTube channel, there was the Kingdom Hearts Dearly Beloved track, so we'll see what we get here. I actually don't recognize this off the top of my head. It sounds like a JRPG fighting, like, battle music, but I have no idea what this is. I think it tells you at the end of this scene, once you do the boss battle, it tells you what the song is. But yeah, I don't recognize it. Which I knew was going to happen eventually. I think from last I heard there's like hundreds and hundreds of tracks. So who's the Dark Elf all along? It's Valvalis. Oh dear. We'll see how this goes. But we do have Kmain. My brain just clicked in and went, wait, I have Kmain. That should make this easier. I mean, the HP for Valvalis in this spot might also not be too crazy. Well, like I said, we shall see how this goes. I mean, Cecil, again, is going to be doing all the real damage here, so... yeah, it's not going to be too much. I think even if I didn't have Kmain, it would still be easy, because Cecil's probably got the accuracy with the Crystal Sword that just makes it not matter. So this was not going to be a worrisome fight. Now we get to see what we're going to get here. And I am going to laugh if it's the Earth Crystal. Because then we're still here. No, it's the ribbon, so now I'm actually confused. Where else can we go? Oh, Wild Arms. So I was right that it was a JRPG battle music, or at least a JRPG song. Just I've never played Wild Arms before, so I wouldn't know. So, now we can exit. So now, does that mean that if I just go to Toroia, I can go to the tower? But I need the Earth Crystal, don't I? So now I'm actually kind of confused. Because the only possibility I can think of now... because if I remember correctly, you need the Earth Crystal to get to the second fight. Because I can't imagine, like, you're not going to have it at this point in the game, the Odin fight being the key, right? So, like, what could possibly be going on here? I am awfully confused and concerned at the part of this run now, because I'm not fully aware of what's about to be happening on this map. And again, this is an experience. There may be something I'm just overlooking right now, but like I'm literally sitting here thinking, what do I have left? Oh, that is treasure chest area. Yeah, save points here. Because the only thing I can think of, did I face something in the antlion spot? I'm pretty sure we did. And wasn't it Odin in that spot? And we're getting the Dark Imps in this slot, so this should be relatively quick. Or not. Okay, so it's sort of quick. Not as quick as I'd like it to be, but sort of quick. I mean, they're not going to deal much damage to me because I got 2 people with adamant armor on already. And there should be kill shot here. Dark Imps are done. And like I said, don't think I can do anything at this point. Because there was the part of my brain thinking, well, what if it's the Mist Dragon, right? But now I don't have the Earth Crystal, which should mean that I'm not going to progress here to the second fight. Yeah. And it's Tella here and possibly somebody else behind it, so... Don't remember if you can use exit here or not. No, you can't, so I'm going to have to walk all the way back. So... There's something I've missed. And I was pretty sure that I haven't. Let me check my items. What am I running? Yeah, because the pan and pink I can't do anything with. So you can't check them in yet. It's still going wrong. I keep going to that treasure thing. So what area have I not gone to? Like, it's really flowing through my... Have I gone... I think I haven't hit Antlion yet. That's just starting to click in my brain. I'm sitting there thinking, have I actually not been to Antlion yet? I'm gonna be kicking my ass if it's something as silly as that that I just somehow forgot about. And if so, that is very... very newbie-ish of me. So let's go see. Because there's a part of me thinking, if I see, yep, there are still treasure chests here, which means I definitely haven't done it. Son of a bitch. Well. This is what I get. I've been spending all this time when I had a fight right in front of me that I never did. Now Cecil's gonna walk up to whatever's here and just massacre it. And we're getting the Mega Sisters, so I'm going to massacre a bunch of children. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Maybe bye-bye. But after this, definitely bye-bye. And if it's the Magma Key, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna feel so stupid if it's the Magma Key. If it's the Tower Key, I'm gonna be like extra really sad because that's the long way. It's the hook. So we're going to Eblin. It's the longest way possible. Oh my god. This could not have worked out worse. For one thing, I was being really dumb, and then two, the way that we're going to the underground is the longest possible way. And it goes through 2 more bosses. Oof. And yeah, I don't feel stupid at all right now. Could have saved myself a little bit of time. Oh well. You live and you learn. Maybe one of these days I'll stop making stupid decisions. I don't know again why I'm thinking to save outside. I know, at this point I know this is gonna be the way. There's nothing stopping it now. I don't know if the crystal's gonna be better than the Zeus is. It will be for some other reasons, so you know what? Kmain can probably benefit from getting that. Can he wear the ninja? No, it's only edge, that's right. I don't think there's anything else I have that I can pass around. No. Oh, it's a kick in the pants. Oh, and we're getting a surprise chest. I don't think it should be an issue though. Not with Cecil here. I think Kmain should be able to finish it, so I should move on to the next guy. Yeah, it should be fine. There. Whoa, okay. Oh, the Overaxe, that's right. That's why it's doing so much damage. I was like, holy shit. And there's another weapon for Edge, so at this point, it's a matter of, well, I mean, who knows who this character could be in Evelyn Cave. If it's Edge, Sid's gone. I should probably check the stuff in here. Also sell a couple more things that we don't need. Obviously, we don't need this. I think, yeah, we're at a point now that we might as well get rid of all the summons. I don't think we're keeping Rydia, even if we come across her now. Yang, we're definitely not going to keep either. Yeah, we can hang on to this. We can safely get rid of this stuff. Is the light? Yeah, the light sword probably will do some decent damage if we throw it. When it comes to, yeah, you know what? How is the crystalline piercing of the ribbon? I actually don't know what the stats are. So it's preventing status ailments. Yeah, you know what? Let's put that on him. Is Kmain able to wear the crystal stuff? No, he can't. So then, you know what? We'll put it on him then. There we go. And what are you selling in the store? Some coffins? Sure, let's do that. Do we need to put them to sleep? Yeah, I say let's do it now. So at least theoretically now we're on the right path. Because, I mean, I don't know if there's really anywhere else we can go. And we check the shops here. You should never know at this point. Nope, none of that's going to be any good. And then weapon-wise, probably not going to find anything of worthwhile. No. Alright, so at this point, we're going to be walking around hoping in some crazy thing we get like an Edge or a Fusoya. Watch, now that we've just thrown out all the summons, we're going to get a Rydia. I mean, Rosa would be nice too. That wouldn't be too bad. Still getting summons now, go figure. So far, nothing really too useful in terms of the items. I mean, it's nice to have some of these J items around. Those are fine. I mean, again, if this is Edge, that's a nice pickup. But odds are, probably won't be. And just some more money. So we're going to save here, get ready for whatever's coming down the road. And it's going to be a Fusoya, so that is a best case scenario for us. That's a good magic dealer. And I'd be very tempted to just drop Tella, even though I have Edward. Actually, yeah, I think I'd have to drop Edward, wouldn't I? And then hope for something really quick down the road that I can raise. I mean, the spoon option's alive. If I wanted Edward, but it's kind of at that point where it's like, man, I can't be messing around with it forever. So I think what we're gonna do is get rid of Edward. Which is unfortunate. But what can you do? And now... I mean, he pretty much already has the best stuff that we have in here right now, so there's not really much I can give him that's gonna make it any different. And where are we at with how much magic he knows? We've pretty much got like almost a completely maxed out Toroia, I believe, so we're in good scenario for that. I think I actually should be ignoring these chests now. Because what are we missing? Like, yeah, it would be nice to... Actually, I think I have like a ruby ring now I could just give him. Don't I? Yeah, there you go. There's something for you. So now, we're going to be getting set up for our first of two. Isn't there a chest here? Yeah, it was. And it's a change rod, which doesn't do much for me. I think there's a trap chest in here somewhere, which I gotta be very careful about. I don't remember what the right way is for all of these, so... I think I'm going the right way? Yeah, there's the trap chest. And good thing I have an ogre axe, because Kane's gonna be very useful right now. Is it Quake that works well on them? I can't remember. Guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, that's some nice damage. Oh wow, even Sid doing some nice damage too. Yeah, it doesn't do much. And then Cecil's just gonna come in and take care of that pretty quick. A little bit of experience, get a couple more levels, no big deal there. But more or less, we're just, yeah, it's another summon, go figure. So we should be making our way pretty quick. I think, is this save point area? Yeah, it is. So we'll quickly get Tell up to speed. I think everybody else is mostly fine. Kane's gonna have a... Actually, really, is Kane's HP that low in comparison? Wow, I didn't know that. He's almost the same level as Cecil, and Cecil's like double his HP. I didn't know it was that bad for Kane early on. So I think later on it gets better. Okay, so first fight, we have the 4 elements. Well, we're pretty well prepared for this. Cecil is gonna hit him pretty hard to start this off. And that does it. Because he's so weak to holy damage that does it. Now we see what our second boss is gonna be, and that will tell me what's gonna happen. So I think this is Mylon. Do I think it's worth just going into this straight? I say it is, because if I have to refight the first fight with the elements, it's one shot, apparently, so let's do it. Go straight to Mylon. Hit him with that holy damage. And then as soon as I get one of my spellcasters, we go nuts with a Fire 3 spell and just absolutely shell them, because all the gas are weak to that. I realized I should have used Jump with Kane on Mylon, and I wasn't thinking too far ahead with that. Either way, this is gonna hurt. Or theoretically it should. Yeah, although somehow I didn't kill all of them, which is actually surprising. So I guess I'm gonna have to poke him a couple of times. Kane's gonna jump in just a moment, and that's gonna do some lovely hits there. Doesn't kill him yet. I'm just gonna take care of the rest of these gas. That should kill that one. Cease is gonna deal with that one. And then I'm just gonna nuke you into oblivion. If you survive, congratulations. You will get more prizes of more pain later. Oh, yeah, you're still going. Okay. You have no children. I don't know what you're doing. Well, Sid's not really doing much for this battle. And he's really not doing much, is he? Just got a lot of. He's just got a really high HP run. Well, I guess we just nuke you again. You want to survive? I'll just keep throwing my nukes at you. I assume this should kill him, though. Yeah. So we've done those two. Get some nice experience. Cecil gets up a few more levels. Kane gets some... Yeah, everybody gets some decent levels here. I think still, like... Man, Tella's HP is just garbage. We're gonna... at some point, we're still gonna try to get rid of him, because it just seems like a bad idea to have him here. But finally we're in the underground, so at least there's that. So immediately we know we can go to Sylph Cave, set the flag to hit Yang with the pan, then hit him with the pan, and then potentially go back to the blue planet, so we can actually get the pan from his wife, which will end up just being another key item instead. And then we can start, you know, looking at, say, the dwarf castle. And actually, now that I think about it, we had the hook. We could have also taken the pigtail in. So we got a couple of things we can do in the overworld as well. And I didn't even check the hook off either, which was a good reminder to me. So yeah, first thing we'll do is go right to the Sylph Cave. I did want to land right next to it, and apparently that's a lot more trouble than I thought it would be. So we will quickly run our way through. At this point, we're almost completely done looking at treasure. I mean, there's still a few characters that, you know, I'd like to have some more armor on, but at this point, we're trying to get some progress done because we are very behind. Where we probably should have been, because my idiot self thought not to go to Antline and actually do that part, which should have been really the first thing I did. And wow, I was not expecting the trap chest in here, which is not great. In fact, I put myself in a really bad spot, and I should have saved. And I might have really done something bad here. This is also a very annoying battle. Cecil, could you attack, please? Please? Hit something. Hopefully I can get out of this. Oh boy. It's very bad. It's extremely bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. The only thing I can really do is cast Life on Custodian to try to keep him alive. Okay. I think we might be fine. But that was a lot scarier than that should have been. Because my idiot self really should have left the chest alone. That was way, way too close. Thank God for adamant armors. I mean, I guess I can't say I care too much that Tella's not getting levels, because probably not keeping them. Alright, as much as I really want to open that chest, we are not going to be opening that. Well, I just panned him. And we got nothing from that. I actually wonder, now that I did that instead of what I was supposed to do, I mean, I assume it should still activate the initial quest, otherwise that's, I just put myself in a bad spot, but I don't think that's the case. It wouldn't make a lot of sense otherwise, so But we are going to check all of that. Now, thankfully, since we're going to need the hook anyway... Oops, that's not where I need to be. It's down here. We're going to get the actual airship we need. We'll hook it, we'll get the pink tail, we'll put that in, and then we'll go to Fabul and check what's going on with Yang's wife. Actually, I just realized there's also this spot here, which I didn't think about in the first place. Which is actually slightly quicker. So, we bring the pink tail in. And we get another adamant armor. So now we have 3. As if we weren't being ridiculous enough. So that's done. So now we can go to Fabul. Where's my cabin? There it is. So far, I believe we have done... Yeah, we have done 2 things. We don't have either the Adamant or the Legend Sword yet, so that's still a ways away. The Lunar Dragons is just by luck. It's just going to be depending on where they are. So we have no idea how that's going to go. Alright, so the first one... Okay, so it does activate that part of the quest, thankfully. I mean, I can't imagine it wouldn't do that. So our first hit is basically the best lance, and then we get the spoon, which Edward is gone, so it is pointless. But it's something that if we have edge, he can throw, so it's something, I guess. But with Kmain... Where is that lance? There it is. So that led to nothing, unfortunately. So realistically, we went up here for a 3rd animate armor, and that's about it. Well, now we can actually go explore the rest of the underground. So we have the Dwarf Castle bosses, we have Feymark bosses. That's mostly it. So I think I do have sirens automatically. I have 1 siren at this point. So I think the first place we'll start is the 2 bosses here. I mean, I suppose we could peek in at the Feymark and see what's the, Actually, yeah, you know what? That might be smarter, because it'll take less time. Is there anything of interest here? Probably not. Well, is there any of the crystal pieces that I'm missing on Cecil? I think both of them I have. Can't remember if that's better than the other. What's the stats on that? Oh, screw that. Alright. Nope, that's not the door. No, we don't need to be in here. So we'll quickly check the item shop and then we'll actually go to the Feymarch, because, yeah, now that I think about it, there's already going to be an item there. Some Bacchus wines, that's nice too. Actually, I should be selling some stuff again too while I'm at it. Alright, so that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go, that can go. I might hang on to that. I don't think I'll need one of those at this point. We're really just hanging on to this in the odd case. I think Cecil's the only one that can wear him, so it's pointless to have any more than the one. The dancing dagger, I'll just hang on just because it's throwable stuff. Keep that because that can be useful. We need it later. And that's it for that. You have to use that apple for something. Even though we might not be keeping him down the road, in the odd case that just the way that the rest of the run goes, because we could just be getting constant duplicates, you know, you better keep what you can, and you better make what you have as best as you can. So we'll look at the boss fights in a minute, but because there is a freebie item, we better deal with that first, because you never know what it leads to. And am I lost again? I think I'm lost again. There we go. This time we're definitely not opening any chests, because I do not need another monster in a box. As tempting as that one is, because I'm literally walking on it, not doing it. Out of the way. Shoot. Go right back. So what's in our key item chest? It is the pass. So if we do need a quick pass to Zeromus, we can do that. Because we do have other chests that we can look at, I'll take a look at the ones down there first, and then we will move forward and see what we have in the bosses, if we have any freebies. It's a lot more stuff that I can't really do much with, unfortunately. Now, in all likelihood, none of these two bosses are going to be freebies, but you never know. You could get the Evelyn, Queen, and King here. There are always a few possibilities that can make this really easy for us. And we'll take the time to stay at the end, too, while we're at it. But for the most part, especially given the massive list of stuff, almost anything in these slots is not going to be fun. But we shall see. Some sirens, yep, we'll definitely take those if we end up needing to do any more grinding. Couldn't remember if there's anything in those pots or not. So we will grab these two chests. In the odd case, something crazy was in here, like a 4th adamant armor. Save, and let's go see what is in that boss room. Because, I mean, we've got decent damage, but realistically, we're a bunch of high 28s. I mean, Toroia can make it interesting depending on what's in here. And it's Calbrena and CPU, which I don't think is fun in any aspect. Let's look at what their spots are. So, Calbrena in the traditional Odin slot. No, not Odin slot. It's Leviathan, that's right. So in the Leviathan slot... Oh no, never mind, that's the wrong slot. In this slot, it might be doable if I don't mess it up, and in the CPU spot, in the Asura spot, is a nightmare. So we are not going to be looking at that anytime soon. We can take a crack at Calbrena and see what happens, but if that's not going to go well for us, then we are going to be immediately leaving here. So we'll try this once to see what happens. And then after that, we're getting the hell out of Dodge. So we know that the Cals have 4,000 and the Brenas have 1,200. So if Cecil can do his thing, we can get rid of these two. So realistically, as long as I'm not messing up my timing, this should be fine. This, in theory, should be doable. Let's see what we do for damage with one nuke on the Brenas. That is beautiful. Let's see what Kane does in one of his jumps before I attack with Sid. In the odd case, I might accidentally hit Tella. I don't care. Like, Tella is just not important at this stage. Kane, could you come down, please? Thank you. Alright, so With Cecil and Kane combined, we're going to deal with one cow, and then we will have to set up a quick nuke. Okay, so here we're going to be setting up jump, a Cecil attack, and then that should do it. So we're going to frantically try to hit this. So we are ready to go. We're basically waiting on Kane, and then we're going to attack this cow, and that's it. And then we're done this fight. And that should do it. Boom. So we did one of the two. I am not touching the CPU fight. There is no goddamn way. No way. And what do we get out of it? A Dragoon Lance. Great. Don't even remember this thing at all. Okay, I see. Well. But yeah, at this point, this is an endeavor not worth any bit of our time. CPU will just be an absolute nightmare. Like I said, the HP of it in that slot... Well, actually... You know what? I might have made a mistake there. I think that might actually be doable. Shoot. As long as... I mean, I guess the core that I should have looked at is what is the defender going to be doing for a remedy? That's really the key. Because if I can outduel it in terms of dealing damage, then it's not an issue. This is probably the faster way. Yeah, if I can outdamage its healing, then it's not too big a deal. It might take a little bit longer, but it's not the worst scenario at this point. I have a cabin, it's fine. It's slightly faster. But yeah, we'll check it and see what happens. I mean, I'll be mad if it's not worth anything, but at this point, when I actually look at the math, I'm thinking, okay, like, because I was worried about, I saw its attack levels, and I went, that's dangerous, and then I realized, wait, it doesn't attack, it just has just globe 199 when you take both the attacker and defender out. So maybe this isn't too rough, but we'll have to see. So let's see how much its remedy is doing. Okay. How much can I do in one attack with Cecil? That's going to determine it. Because that damage is not much to worry about. So what's Cecil doing? Okay. And I just I think I actually just changed my mind and went straight for the defender because I realized that the attack that he's dealing isn't actually that dangerous. So that gets rid of him. So now I could be berserking, but it's a bad idea because then they could just hit the attacker and then we get globe 199s and we do not want that. So now my job really at this point is just to make sure people stay alive. Which, with Fusoya, is not going to be too difficult. He's got plenty of healing. So this should be fine. I'm glad that I actually took a second look at it just to be like, oh, wait a minute. No, this isn't too bad. It's just waiting. And Kane's actually going to deal more damage now, so... Is there anything I can do to make this better? Probably not, but... I don't know, maybe I can just make Kane go a little bit faster. Because he is the one dealing more damage with jump. Yeah, he's casting wall, so I can't magic him. So basically, we're just going to slowly knock him away with just doing a constant run of physicals, which is fine. don't know how much Tella's gonna do, and I really want to make sure Kmain stays alive too, so I'm gonna put a little backup here. Yeah, and I had a feeling that Kmain wasn't targeted in the first place, so that was a good decision. Might have overdone the spell a little bit, but who cares? This shouldn't take much longer at this point. Do another Party Cure 3, just to make sure that everybody stays alive. Don't have much to worry about. No, he's still going, but it won't be much longer still. If it's only 20,000 HP, and we're doing around like 4,000 each run, can't imagine it being too much more than this. There it goes, and then all we gotta do is just quickly pop the attacker, and this is all said and done. So we can check that off, we know it's done. And there we go. Not too shabby. Now, if it ends up leading to nothing in terms of items, well, it's a shame. And then we pretty much go back to Dwarf Castle, or we have the tower as well. Another crystal sword. That sucks. So we did both of those for naught. Oh well. So now we have the Dwarf Castle's 2 bosses and we have the tower's 2 bosses. So either way, we're going to be doing something. So we might as well go to the one that has lower level bosses first. Actually, I think HP-wise, I don't even really have to do much healing. No, it's not really worth bothering with, honestly. So, we'll go straight to it. And we're starting with what looks to be the Baron Guards. That is not a rough battle by any means. Although in that slot, it might be a little bit weird. Yeah, they at least attack-wise, they can be annoying, but again... Oh no, this is a different one. So... Let's see how fast I can drop them. And like I said, we have 3 people with adamant armors on. I'm not too worried about taking damage. And they didn't even hit me once. Yeah, so this is fine. In fact, just for fun... Actually, no. Let's not do that. Let's not waste his magic power. We never know what's going to be beyond the second spot. I initially thought about nuking the officer just for fun, and then I realized, oh yeah, since I didn't go back to the inn, I actually am missing some magic points on Usoya's part. I'm surprised you haven't retreated yet. There you go. So this one, I believe, no, sorry, this one's done. Oh no, it was this one. That's the wrong one I clicked off. There we go. Now watch it be the Baron Guards on the second one anyway. That would be entertaining too. But our second boss, no, it's going to be Rubicante. So Rubicante in the Golbez slot. His HP is very low, so this is probably not going to be a problem. And that's a double Fusoya, which is a shame, because we can't do anything with it. But this is going to be another really quick battle, because his HP is just not very high in this. In fact, this should do it if the math is right here. There it goes. Nothing going here. So that's nice and quick. It's only fair. We had to do the Golbez scene 2 times, so we get out of that pretty quick. And we do get the red gauntlet of Rubicante as we do this part here. So we'll see what this leads to. Ideally, you want it just to be the darkness crystal at this point, but... And we have... Nope, we have the legend sword, so it is something close to an objective. We just need the adamant now, but now we are going to continue our search, and we are going to have to go to the tower of, or the lower tower of Babel now. Which, to my knowledge, is going to have to give us something here because there's not really much else to go to. And we don't even have the tower key, so we can't even do the cannon area, so we are going to have to at least do a little bit more work here. I think this might actually be the wrong door. Nope, we're good. I don't know why I'm going here, because that save point is not useful to us here. Well, sometimes the seeds just don't quite give you what you're looking for, and so far, I mean, I also made, like I said earlier, the mistake of not going to Antlion when I should have, so that left that part out. But, so far, the seed has mostly been keeping us from being able to do too much. And I guess we're going to use our last cabin here. Alrighty, so now we're going to go see what's in the Dr. Luge spot. A little bit of trouble there. If we're lucky, it's lunar dragons, and no, it's the evil wall. So the evil wall in the Luge spot. Let's see what we're looking at here. He's gonna have about 19,000 HP, so that should be doable before he gets to the crush phases. Especially when I have some pretty heavy damage dealers. This should be... I mean, Tella might die, but who cares? So we get a crit early, which is nice. We're going to have to nuke now. That is a wonderful amount of damage there. So that's already at least half of them. There he goes. Nice and easy. So what are we going to get here? We get the Luke key, so we're going to the Seal Cave. No question there, and I don't think I can exit out of here, can I? Can I warp, though, at least? Nope. Well, time for a long walk back. Now this is the point where I'm like, man, I wish I don't think I came across any cabins at any point in this, so now I'm gonna be probably considering going to the Dwarf Inn beforehand. I mean, I didn't take too much damage. Actually, you know what? No, we're probably fine. We can probably go to Seal Cave without issue. I mean, we'll save, obviously, but I don't think we'll need to rest up. The HP's not too bad. Tella, again, this is painful that we're still holding on to him because he's just so not useful to us right now. So, to the cave we go. It's not the cave. That's the cave. So we'll leave a backup file here in case it ends up literally being the most unimportant thing possible. Although, like I said earlier, I can't imagine that being the case because I don't think there's really much else I can do. so I feel like it has to lead to something. You know, whether it's... I mean, it could be the Earth Crystal, it could be the Tower Key, it could be the Darkness Crit. Like, there's a couple of things it could be, but it would make sense to be something a little bit useful because, again, we're running out of places to go. And that's kind of the key. I think that's a treasure. Yeah, there's a treasure. Oh, I already got on the path. Yeah, and of course it was 20 gil, of course. Sorcerer, but it doesn't do us anything. Just make a mad dash across here. Continue our way towards what's traditionally the evil wall spot. We've just dealt with him, so we don't have to think about it. I'm also opening these two because I'm kind of half hoping for a... I thought this was the safe one, but I guess not. No, we're not there yet. I'm hoping to, like, maybe pick up a cabin or two as well, or just, like, a single cabin at this point, and so far, not getting lucky there. Alright, so we already have a backup save, so here's the main one. So, we'll see what's in the evil wall spot. And if whatever item is behind here is worth it. Like I said, feels like it should be at this point. And, yep, there it is. There's the Darkness Crystal. So, we're going to the moon as soon as we can now. We've got a lot of sirens, so we can definitely get some King Ryu's farming going on. And we're getting the Fabul Gauntlet. That is not pleasant, because it's not because it's going to be hard, but it's going to take quite some time to get through. That is not great. And, like, I want to use some powerful stuff, but I feel like it's not a good idea to. Because I imagine the HP on all these enemies isn't too bad. Yeah, that didn't work. So yeah, we're just getting all the time wasters on this one. Wow, I didn't even kill it yet, so we still got some work to do. And at this point, even though I still want to get rid of Tella, I gotta keep him alive, because we gotta try to get the, oh wow, they're just targeting him hard, too. Ooh, that's lovely. Those are good numbers. Those are also good numbers. So that's one. I mean, at least so far there's some decent XP running, but again, got Tella, who just, I don't know, it just it doesn't look great. Ooh, Sid took a real hit there. Actually, I think the Cure 2 almost did 1,000, so... yeah, that pretty much makes it back. Ow! And there goes that. That's also a lot of experience. I really should probably tell it, or Kusai to do a proper heal of Sid this time, if he survives. And he will. So that's 3 now of 5. That one did not give us as much experience, which is a shame. And that's the problem with some of these battles, like, you can get some, like this, again, this isn't really any work. Like, there's no threat in this battle. It's just, it's time consuming, and if obviously you're trying to do a race, you don't want that. But in this case, you were probably hoping to get to the moon anyway, because you're going to need it for the quest objectives, so at this point, it looks like you were going to have to do this regardless. So unfortunately, it seems like we weren't going to have a choice in the matter. Yeah, at this point I'm just ignoring the Fusoya. I just want to get the damage done. And Kane's not going to have to jump now. Sorry, just sit there in the air for a bit. If only you could stay up there for a little bit longer, eh? And now the experiences that we're getting are not being that much better, because they're not giving us some great ones. Yeah, I don't think this one's going to give us much either. So we had a couple of decent ones, and then all of a sudden we lost them at the end, which sucks, but what are you going to do? We got the crystal that we were desperately needing, so it's something. It's at least getting out of there. Now, we're just gonna have to warp our way slowly out of here. Alright, thought we could. You telling me that warp or exit doesn't work here? It doesn't. Now it does. That's weird. Oh, right. Because they want to make sure that that room you can't get out of it because of the boss. That's right. Yeah, that makes sense. That's fine. But we'll just be warping a bunch of times till we get out of here. We're getting there. We're still getting there. There we go. All right. So off to Mysidia we go. And we're getting close to 2 hours, so we've got some work to do. If I want to beat that 3-hour time, I've really got to get some work done quick now. And with this current party, not the most promising, is it? It's kind of a shame how slow this scene is, given that this is like one of the key parts of the game. Like you're almost guaranteed going to have to go here. First off, we'll get a nap in because everybody's kind of hurting. Now, if we're lucky, we've got a gimme behind Cave Eblin. I think Water Hag and... Actually, no, I think Water Hag was at the Mist Cave, so I think it's literally just... It might literally just be Queen and King Eblin as their last gimme. I mean, Asura could be there, but Asura would also be pretty difficult with the physicals, I think. But hey. Might as well try. See what's there. Can we see from here? Oh, we're gonna have to go all the way down. Might as well check chests while we're here. Because at this point now, it's like, okay, maybe if we're lucky, we'll find another ribbon. Who knows? But in all likelihood, we're not going to find too much. No. Oops. Timing was off. Alright. So what's going on in the Bahamut slot? It is... What is this again? Oh. Oh, that's probably not doable. Well, the big wave didn't hurt too bad, but I still get the feeling this is going to be a very difficult fight. I mean, with lit 3s, maybe we have a chance. I actually don't know what his health's going to be. I'm not looking it up right now because I'm actually really trying to make sure that I get all these inputs in quick. Okay, adamant armor helps a lot with that. So this might actually be not too bad. But we'll see. Sid's probably dead, yep. I figured that. I mean, it's really just these three that we're worried about. And he's done. Okay. That wasn't too bad at all. So, Cave Bahamut's in the books. Yeah, and we get the Defense Orb, which doesn't do us much, but it's another objective done. So, at this point, we're on the moon, and we're stuck here. Because one of two things are going to happen. We're either going to get the Adamant, or we're going to find the Lunar Dragons. It's going to be one or the other. So, we are officially in... I should have just exited. Once again. Not using my brain here. So now, we're basically hoping that whatever character is hidden behind the lunar path here is going to help us, because that's it. Because otherwise, we're stuck with Tella. Like, there's really nowhere else we're going to be able to go unless we really go out of our way now, and it just seems kind of pointless. We're also, I think, at 10 items now. Yeah, so we're going to start getting double XP from everything. Oops, I went too far. Oh no, what a nightmare. Alright. But we're coming up on 2 hours, so if we're lucky, we get one of the two things we need to do. And then we can get out of here quick. I think what I might do is check, where's the name of my king? It's here, right? There's an item shop here. I do want to clear up my inventory a little bit. Ah. Isn't there a shop here? Am I not crazy? Is there actually... oh god. I guess there isn't. I thought there was one here. I thought there was an item shop here. Well, that was my mistake. No, no, I don't want to go to the giant. Oh, man. I didn't mean to do that. I forgot that that's what he did. Can I not get out? Yeah, you know what? I might have to reset here. I think I have to redo the Leviathan fight now because I just screwed myself. Ooh. All because I just couldn't keep my hands to myself. I had to keep looking at stuff. Ooh. At least I know the fight isn't that bad. But that is a really stupid move I just made there. Because for some reason, I'm so, desperate for getting an item shop so I can sell stuff off and hope that I have some interesting item there. That I just clicked on everything and I clicked way too fast. Well, there's my punishment again. Apparently this run has basically been me punishing myself. I don't know what I did, gonna have to rush through this again. At least now we know that this is a more than doable fight. I actually wonder, what does Teleslick 3 do? Is it even worth it? I mean, look at what Fusoya's doing. Well, let's see. Eh, that's still pretty good. I'll take it. So this shouldn't take too much longer. I'm just gonna feel like a dum-dum for a minute. Well, now everybody gets a level this time. There, I fixed the problem. Now everybody got levels. Yeah, I know. Alright, let's try this again now. Now, if I'm lucky, that character that's going to be sitting there is going to be somebody I want, I can just throw the adamant armor on them and give them their experience that way, so they won't be taking nearly as much damage. Because for Fusoya, I can take the armor off of. He'll be fine. He's level 50. He can take a few hits. But if I'm trying to jack somebody up really quick, like let's say it's Rosa, for example, yeah, we're gonna have to do anything we can to keep them alive, so that we can get those experience bonuses done. So, let's see what we're getting here. I'm mostly saving just so I don't have to ever make a mistake again. So let's see what we're getting in that spot. And it's going to be... That's a troll. Oof. Alright. So we're basically going to go into the final boss with someone who is not going to do any help for us. That is a real shitty feeling. Now, just so I can check, what does the sirens give me out here? Oh, they only got one? I thought I bought 10. Oh, no, there's probably another stack of 10 down there. I just never sorted. Because I'm like 99.9% sure I bought sirens. These are tough enemies, too. Not as tough, but still can be annoying. I don't think the experience from them is going to be very useful, though. Oh, Tele goes down. That's not great. I was about to say, like, if you hit Tele again, I'm gonna smack you. Because this will be interesting. I don't know what happens when Tele gets to a really high level. Yeah, that didn't really didn't do much, did it? Yeah, there's the sirens. So, move those up because we're gonna want them. I guess in the meantime, I should start dealing with my items a little bit better here, so all the stuff that I know I'm going to use. Or could use, for that matter. So that includes all the weapons... Well, actually, no, I don't have an edge. What am I talking about? That doesn't mean anything. Okay. So I guess Actually, I should save outside in the odd case that something goes wrong. Because I know that out here, the King Ryus are what you're looking for grinding with the sirens, and I just don't know where that specifically is. So let's see where it's say here, because I'm looking at my my guide right now. So it looks like Cave Bahama would be one. So you know what? Let's just quickly try that for a moment. Because if it's there, it's easier, because I can just go outside and heal with the ship. That's more important to me. And right now, like, at this point, we're just fighting bosses. Like, we don't know what we're gonna get out of any of the altars now, but we know that it's what we're gonna need because it's the only places that we have left. So, with that in mind, if we need to be grinding, this is the place we're gonna have to do it. So, we're in Cave Bahamut, so let's see if the sirens work well here. And that's not it either. Why is it not? I'm so confused. Oh, because it says Cave Bahamut 2 and Cave Bahamut 3, so not quite there. So I thought I was being smart, but apparently it's not specifically those areas. Alright, well, I'm not going to waste my time with this battle then. If I'm going to be spending a lot of time fighting stuff, I want it to be somewhere where it's useful. So at this point, we might as well just go forward, because it's the subterranean basement 3 and basement 6 for this area. We might as well just be out here doing it. So we'll see how it goes. We're at basement 2 right now. I gotta keep in mind that there could be monsters in somebody's chest, so I gotta be a little wary of that. I mean, ideally, you know, it's gonna get us experience that we need anyway. So there's our first altar. So we'll see what we get here. If we can even do it. There's our lunar dragons, okay. And they're gonna hit hard, very hard. Suppose I shouldn't be that surprised by it. Oh, there goes Tella. This is a really, really rough setup right now. There, we got one down. That was the important part. Ooh, that was worrying. We need to get Cecil better. Without Cecil, this is just a nothing run. Come on. There goes Sid. And there goes the dragon. So, two of our friends here aren't getting anything. We do have the crystal now, so we're ready to go to the end. It's just a matter of when are we going to be ready for it. So at this point, we don't really have to fight anything else. We can just run for characters. And at that point, it's a matter of, is there anywhere else where we could try? But it's not going to be anywhere that we can go, really. So no. I think we're really stuck with this party. It really does make me think that maybe I do have to put something, but I don't have any armor still. we're in a really bad spot in terms of how we're set up because so much is just not going our way. I think I might have to go back to the blue planet and try to look for some decent armor for somebody. Because I can't have one person wearing iron armor. It's just not feasible to do it that way. The other option we have is we could go to Cave Eblon, check the chest there. But like at this point, like I can't even imagine where we'd be at without the adamant armor that we've collected so far, because that's been a big saving grace for us. So I'll do this to wake everybody up to get everybody back to health. But man, what a rough seed. It's been nice to us, and then it's been really bad to us at the same time. I mean, the best case scenario would have been getting an Earth Crystal somewhere, because then you could have gone and finished the Tower of Zod, and that could have been 2 more characters. Actually, that's a lie. There would have been 1 more character, and I think it was somebody that we already had, now that I think about it, so I don't think it would have mattered. In terms of armor, is there anything we can use here? What's Kane even working on his side there? He's got the Zeus. Yeah, he doesn't need that, so Mysidia is not going to be offering us anything. I don't remember if I checked the Agart shops. I don't think I actually went into the city there. We do have Eblin as well. So we're going to make a bit of a run on everything, because right now, like, we're legitimately in, like, we need... Sid can't be taking the kind of hits he's taking. And I don't remember what was in here. Nothing good. We'll get one of these just in case I do need to change the agility a bit, but don't think that's going to be the case here. Is the item shop holding anything of interest? That's the other thing too. I should be looking out for cabins or tents potentially, because those would be nice too, because then I can do some safer grinding near save points. But for now, looks like we're going to Eblin and seeing what's in all the chests there and hoping that we can find something of interest there. I'm sure there are better ways to do what I'm doing here, but this is kind of, you know, me guessing. Didn't I see... Oh yeah, it's this side, isn't it? No? Is it? I thought it was this side. Am I mixing up my areas here? I think I am. That's not helpful. Those are monsters, but this should be fine. At this point, this should be more than easy. Sid can deal some damage because he's got that axe, but... No, the bow is not going to help me. This is the danger I knew going in that I was going to have to think about, but... Yeah, like, we need armor for him so badly. You can't have a guy in your party take that much damage from a nothing enemy. You just can't do it. And he's got the dwarf axe. He should be able to do some nice damage to that stale man. And I guess either he can't because he's in the back row, or I'm actually misinterpreting what weapons I have. Either way, he's gonna die soon as it stands. Doesn't really matter who does it. Oh, now he's asleep, so I guess it's not gonna be Sid anyway. There we go. Crystal armor. I mean, for now, we can give him that. Where is it? Did I pass it already? Where is it? Am I not crazy that it was crystal armor? Am I not crazy, or did I somehow not take it? I think I might actually be misinterpreting. Oh yeah, I can't get rid of that, duh. What if I do this? Can he equip the crystal ring at least? Okay, so at least it's something. It's something. Is there not a place to fall for these shoes? Oh, okay, this one you went here. And it's nothing, go figure. I could have sworn there was a way to get the other one, but I can't be bothered to care and look for it now. So that left us nothing. This side... Oh, there's a tent. I guess I can take that at this point. I know that I have to fall into. Oops. That area I do that a lot with that area. Okay, so cabin, good, I'll take that. Chest, of course. Okay, these guys I gotta be careful with because they can one-shot everybody. So I won't screw with them too much. And then Kmain should kill it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Nothing to worry about there. And that's not going to help me either. It's crazy that I haven't had, like, any real sets of, like, decent armor. Is that helmet going to do much? Probably not. I don't think it actually is better. No, it's not. It's not going to do much for him either. Well, I guess with him, he can put that other ring on. And that leaves the middle of the castle. And otherwise, we're just going to be looking for, shops again and seeing what's over there, because otherwise we don't really have much in terms of options. Grimoire, I've never seen that before. What's that? Huh. Interesting. Stuff I'm not gonna need. Actually, I think shouldn't I be able to exit from here? Yeah, there we go. At least reduce that time a little bit. Yeah, I'm looking at this now and being like, man, under 3 hours might actually be a challenge now, just because of the basis of this party. First off, we'll go sell off a bunch of stuff again. Clear out this inventory, because now we can start being like, okay, what stuff are we definitely not going to need? I mean, at this point, we can start selling off a lot of the stuff that Edge would normally be throwing. Because the odds of us getting anything with them is basically next to nothing. feel like I just have to give up on edge here, which is not something I was happy about. I'll hang on to his weapons in the odd case, because you never know where this run takes me now, but I really think we're at a point now where I've got to just deal with the fact that this is what I'm stuck with. And it's horrible. Is the black belt better? It might be. It might be slightly better. Might be at least, like, bearable. It's better. It's not much, but it's better. Okay, I think we've done everything we can. Well, we'll see what we can do in this amount of time. That's everybody's health out. Yeah, I guess I better get a sleep in. Alright, so we're aiming for at least the third basement where we can get those King Ryus spawned in with the Sirens, and that'll be our XP. The more I'm thinking about it, the more that I'm like, man, I'm out on ethers. Ah, shoot. Yeah, if I'm gonna be grinding too, I'm gonna need items, because I'm gonna be using up spells. I just made another mistake here and just not thinking of the items that I have. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a place I haven't been to yet. At least I don't think I went to at any point. To check their shop out, because I don't think I went down here at all. Oh, he's going to block my way, so we're not going to go there. Is the item shop here not here? Or am I mixing stuff up again? Is it over there? It is. Son of a bitch. I was hoping for something better than that. And then here... Oh, there's crystal armor. I don't know what he has in his head, so I'm just going to buy one for the sake of it because I have the money to do it. But right now... it might be wise, at least while we're in this moment of getting experience, to give him the armor to kind of survive with. I mean, we can always change that if it ends up not looking great. We have that option to change our mind. But for now, because we need to try to get his HP up as much as possible so that, you know, whenever he is taking heavy amounts of damage, he at least has a bunch of HP to make up for it. In the meantime, we'll quickly check a couple of shop and item shops just to see what we can dig out here. Yeah, some lives are fine. don't think we'll need heals, because, I mean, we have 2 white mages. Well, one that probably is going to die constantly, but... But now, at this point, we're just checking every item shop we can find, just in the odd case that there's something that we can use. I can't remember what was over here. I want to say, like, that this one wasn't useful. If there even was one, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't even think there is one here. I haven't reviewed anything useful. Cure 2s, why not? Any sort of healing items are going to be nice at this point. Cure 3s would be the preference, but for now, in case we can't find any in shops, we'll have to deal with that. We've almost looked everywhere, so... Eventually we're going to say, well, we've done everything we can now, so... We're almost there, and then we're just going to have to grind and hope we can make it through. Oh, I keep forgetting. It's in the end. There it is. That's exactly what we needed. And a bunch of silk webs, too. There we go. Just make sure we're really well stocked. I'll check the armor shop in the odd case if there's something nice here, but I don't think there is. No, there's not. Okay. Now we're officially ready. Not that ready, but we're ready enough that we can at least try to make some grinds. Probably have to face a boss or two as well while we're up there. And so it is probably one of my least favorite. Like, it's on paper, it's a good party just like in half of it. We've got Cecil, Toroia, and Kmain. It's a fantastic grouping right there. But then you have Sid and Tella, and you're just like, ooh, ooh. And you don't like it at all. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. Gotta make sure, yeah, lives are pretty high up. In fact, I'll even put them there. Because there's this weird glitch you can do that if you are about to defeat something and you cast life on it while it's still on the field, but then it gets hit out, you can get some extra experience out of it, so... We're gonna be going that route, hopefully, when we get to these King Ryus. I think this is only basement 2, right? It makes sense, because this is only the first door going through. Yeah, there we go. Basement 3. There they are. And there goes Tella immediately. What a surprise! First week. There it is. That's the effect that we want, so... I don't think we're gonna get it the way that I want it here. Can you get the week off? No, we can't. And Cecil's really quick, so I don't think I have time to get that life off. Nope, I definitely don't. I've got some time to learn these. Oh yeah, because I'm already making double XP anyway, so... But unfortunately for Tella, that didn't work very well for us. This is going to be a royal pain in the ass if I want to get him up at all. Or I'm just going to be fighting with 4 people the entire time. You know? It's not the best case scenario. At this point, I'm waiting for weak spells, so I kind of am just ignoring things. Yeah, I think I'm wasting my time here. There we go. So at least that's experience for everybody this time. So where does that put us now? Yeah, we still got some work to do. Does he have weak too? He does. And that's the problem with him too. Like, look how low his MP is. That's the biggest issue, right? Alright, let's get another one. Yeah, this one we're just basically waiting for mages to get in there. That's not great. Where is it? There it is. Keep missing it every single time. Okay. There's another one down. I mean, really, at this point, what I'm looking for is probably like another couple more of these, and we're probably good. I'm gonna need an Ether 2 at the very least, so... Oops. I meant to go grab an Ether 1. So I can do that too, and then move this up here. That was my goal. And then obviously get Fusolia back up. We'll do at least 2 more, see where the levels at are there, and then we'll take a look at it. I mean, we're basically assuming at this point that Tella is not going to be in the Zeromus battle for very long. Damn it. I actually might have been able to put that life down. They went straight for Tella. What a dick move. And now the problem is that means I have to pick him back up. And now I have to hope that he stays alive as well. Thank God for that mechanic from Cecil. Alright. In the meantime, I probably should be moving all these up to closer areas so I can use them. Alright, let's do another. Yeah, at least now with the adamant armor, he can take those hits. In the meantime, I should have been moving that weak up to somewhere closer, but I didn't think of that either. Yeah, just wait. No, it's too late. Oh, wait. No. Okay, so now I understand how this thing works. And now it's not going to matter because it's just going to end the battle as soon as it's done. What happened there? Did you just miss? Okay, so what are we looking at? We got 50, 50, 53, 59, 53. I mean, at this point, I think we can at least take a look and see what happens. I think that's fair. Oops. Mixing up my zones here. I'm also half, like, looking at my list again just to see if there's anything that I might be missing, but... Unfortunately, the walk's going to be a little bit... Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. It's fine. I mean, I do have the pass, but it's kind of pointless to do all the work of going to the airship and going back. Like, it's pretty much almost the same at this point. I gotta remember, if I want to do any more grinding, this is the subfloor up here. 6 is the last one. A bit of a ways back up, so for now we do have the save point here. We can cabin, get everybody up to snuff, we keep the journey going. We'll see what happens with an attempt on Zeromus. Usually 50s is where you want to be as a newbie to do it. You know, I'm getting a little bit better at understanding this boss battle, but it might still be quite difficult as it stands. And we're 18 minutes before we're off my PB, so... if we're gonna make the PB, we gotta do it now. Do I think it's doable? It's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell. Because with essentially one member of my party who's probably just going to die as soon as this battle starts. I'm pretty sure that Big Bang from Zeromus is going to take out Tella without question. So, you know, you really do think that you're going to be fighting with 4 people. You've done the best you can with defense to make sure that, you know, you can do as much, you know, surviving as you can. So, we'll see how this goes. I mean, if this is a winnable battle, we will make PB. If it's not a winnable battle, we're going to grind more, and we're probably not going to make PB. We're probably going to be hitting the 3-hour mark again. So, we'll see. With this really strange party, we'll see what we can do. But first, the most important part is who is behind the Zeromus mask. What is behind that really weird pixely blue tentacle monster? It could be anything. I think I jumped way too soon here. But I guess we'll see. So what are we facing today? And will I even recognize it? I mean, I don't know what it's from, but I can see that it's a giant dabbing penguin. That's all I needed to know. So first thing to do, we will just berserk. Just get on the process starting to berserk, everybody. Comes Big Bang number 1. So does Tell even make it past one of them? I doubt it. Nope. In fact, neither do most people. And Kmain is missing his turn here. Or turn to get healed. This will be a very interesting fight, that's for damn sure. I have a couple of choices here. I think I'll just Berserk Cecil. And that was the wrong choice, because now Kmain is probably done. Ooh, it's just surviving, so now I need to frantically put that Cure 3 on him. And I think I just lost it because I just Berserk Cecil. Oh no, it's canceling it. Ooh. Oh no, never mind, we're fine. Kmain's gonna leave again. Because yeah, at this point having Tele here is just pointless. It doesn't make any sense. I just realized I could have been using Bacchus Wines right now too. Which is what I should be doing. Oop. I may have just kind of screwed myself. I better try to get a heal on Kmain if I can. Shit. Alright, well I gotta be prepared that he might be dead this time. Last time I think it was like 1600 he took. And there he goes. Okay. It's not great. That's a wasted spell again. Ooh. That's rude. Now I gotta hope this hits. In the meantime, I have to Ether 2 to get Fusoya back up to snuff. So at this current level, like, this is doable, but it's a very hard predicament. And I keep forgetting I should be Bacchus wanting Sid when I had that chance there, so that's another mistake I just made. Yeah, we're gonna berserk him. Or I can have the option. Should I wait and see what he does here? Yep, I was right to think that. Okay. Where are my Bacchus Wines? There they are. Should have put them further up. I didn't do that, though. So at this point, I'm probably keeping Cecil without being put in Berserk status, so that if I need somebody else with items, it's going to be that. Now, we get the Bacchus Wines for Sid. I fast Fusoya so I can get some more spelling in here. And did that Bacchus Wine already run out? Really? That's a nice crit. I'm afraid to nuke because I know he's going to nuke to respond to it, so I gotta be very careful of doing that. I guess for fun I could raise Tela just for shits and giggles, although now I just probably made a mistake doing that. Yeah, another big bang. Good thing we got Toroia right there to heal us up. All we're doing is, at this point, is we're trying to hang in there and wait for Meteo, because once we see Meteo, we know we're nearly done. That's all we're looking for now. That's a good hit. That's not what I want to see. We may be close. I mean, at this point, I think we're going to make our PB. It's just a matter of how much longer do we have. There's the Meteo, so we know I think it's about 12,000 away. So we're just about there. Time is going to be coming up very shortly. So we got... I think he's managing to get another one in. I could nuke for funsies, but I'm not going... Actually, I don't even think I can. I'm still going to Ether 2 because you never know. If something happens, we don't want to take that chance, but this last attack from Cecil should do it. Mathematically, it should be it here. So we're almost 10 minutes faster, basically. And time. That's it. So just shy of 10 minutes faster. And when you think about how much faster that could have been had I not been stupid and not messed up the antlion section. If I had just done that when I should have. And maybe just a little less shopping. Again, it's all just me wasting time on little things. And also not making notes of where stuff is, so I'm like running out of room. Yeah. The fact that I was able to take this mess up from the beginning and turn it into still a PB is promising. And it tells me that if I get a little better seed and just stop making really, really dumb decisions, that this is perfectly fine, that this is a good progression and we can maybe shoot for sub 230 and then even work on slowly getting closer and closer to sub 2, which is going to be the real hard part. But that is not a bad run. You know, all things considered, you know, for my third run to continually still make progress, even with the mistakes that I made, that's still pretty good. So yeah, that's it. That was another run. We improved by about 10 minutes. Probably should have improved by way more, and with this weird-ass party, that's also an achievement for me as well, so... At least now I keep learning that, okay, 50s is pretty safe for me now. If I can get everybody at 50, it's usually pretty good. Unless you're Tella, in which case you have no HP and you suck. But... you know, I'm slowly learning more and more, which means I'm just gonna keep getting better as we go, so... yeah, that's gonna do it for this run, so... If any of you watching this found this interesting, if you have no idea what free enterprise is and you just saw this and went, that's such a cool idea, in the description below, I have the link to the main site, www.ff4fe.com. You can find the randomizer there, a wiki with a bunch of guides and resources there, especially a lot of stuff for newbies, and then a link to their Discord as well. I will also leave the exact copy and paste that you can do of the flags of this specific run that I did, so if you want to play the same rule set, but not the exact same run, you can do that there. But yeah, so we did mostly everything that we could on that path, and that's honestly that's the key there, is avoiding all those treasures, because that was a mistake that I make a lot, is that I spend way too much time opening every box. So hopefully we can keep improving upon that too, and we can keep getting these runs faster and faster. So I'm not going to spend too much more time on this because, you know, I can only describe the run so many times, but just to see what were some of the items there. Yeah, like the sand ruby isn't a completely useless spot, and it's like that with a lot of items. There are just some items that there's no point in ever getting. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for checking out this run. That was really challenging, really frustrating, and really fun at the same time. If you obviously like this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, and whenever the next one comes out, depends on the seed of the week, because tomorrow is going to be Monday when they reset the seed of the week in the Discord. Maybe I'll try one of those for the first time and actually put myself up against all the times on the Discord. So with that being said, thank you so much for checking out this video, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever it may be, where you're at. Have a good one, everybody. Enjoy video games, enjoy everything that you're into, and we'll see you on the next one.